Good morning guys and welcome to day 32. It's officially been at least it's been 1 month since we arrived in Canada. That was yesterday, and today we're going to Lynn Valley to do the Northern Falls hike. It's been a hike I've been wanting to do for a while, but it's 14 kilometers, so it takes a while. And watching football from back home early in the morning sort of takes up quite a bit of that time, so not been able to, but as it's international break today, perfect time to head over. Looks like it's not meant to rain either, which is perfect. So yeah, it's going to take us about an hour and 20 to get there by walking, and then I think it's about 3.5 to 4 hour hike. So it should be quite a good one today, and hopefully we'll get to the end and see the really cool waterfall. I'll see you there. So we made it, guys. It only took 8,000 steps to get here. It's about an hour and 20 minutes to, so yeah, we've already done a bit of a hike, which isn't actually the hike, but they've got it down here as 6 hours round trip. So I don't know if we'll be able to do 6 hours. That's a lot of walking, especially if we've already done a lot. So we'll just see as far as we can get, really. There is another sort of trail on that route that takes you somewhere, so maybe we'll go check that out. And there's like the headquarters for like the water section or something like that. Yeah, I think when on that trail app it was kind of saying it's 3 hours and 47 minutes roughly there as a one-way trip rather than there and back. A bit disappointing, but let's just see how well we do. Last time we came down there, it had like a sign saying bears have been seen on the trail. I thought it might have just been a sign that they'd put all the time, but no, it's not there today, so clearly there was some the other week it came down, but didn't see any. As you can see by the fence alongside me there, it is like a man-made trail. I don't know if the actual walk-through bit is, but it's kind of been maintained as more of like a, I suppose, a beginner intermediate trail rather than like an off-country track that, you know, not many people sort of hike, if that makes sense. I just realised I feel in cinematic mode, so I can blur the background out. Quite cool. But no, the trail says so it's 11 o'clock, travel 6 hours. But actually take me past 4:30 when the park shuts, so definitely don't think we should be doing that. But yeah, I don't think we'll be able to walk that anyway. Certainly a really nice hike to do if you not used to sort of doing like uphill climbs and stuff, because it's mainly quite flat. You can see you kind of, you know, you're in the middle of nowhere, the deep woods to your right, and you've got like a flowing river to your left. It's more like a river rapids. It would be quite fun to go down there. It's quite rocky. I'd love to see a bear just the other side of that water. It's just not near me. It's also quite strange. You see like, or hear no wildlife in here. Like with all this like fresh water around, and like you don't even hear a bird. You don't see like a squirrel. I mean, I saw a squirrel in someone's house the other day, like jumping around. So maybe there's just more food out in central part of North Vancouver, but yeah, you expect to see quite a bit in here, but you really don't see anything. Most people are collecting the ribbons. There looks like a finish line here, so he's shaking one of those little metal bells. So it's kind of a bit awkward. I feel like going through here, not even participating. So we are here, so in theory we can go across and loop back down. But I think we should just keep going, maybe up to here, just check out this little point. And then we can obviously loop back on this trail if needs be. We might just go a little bit further, maybe up to 3k. So beyond that point there, I haven't actually gone this far up. I think it must have been, I didn't actually see that last time, so I must have turned around at that bridge we were just at a minute ago. But I feel that's going to be a lot of the same. Yeah, it's one of those trails that's really nice to walk, but it's not a whole great lot to show you while vlogging. Navigating around this mud. I don't know if I trust this. Maybe. Oh. Oh. You'd think these are waterproof, but they're not. I mean, it may seem in the vlog there's like nobody around. I can navigate that one now. But I don't think a minute goes by without seeing somebody go past. It's yeah, you don't see it in the vlog, but there is people every now and then that do go past. You're never really too far away, really. Ooh, look at this. As water just hit my phone and changed where the light exposure is. About 20 people just went past. That must be like a tour. I think if you want, you can do a tour through here, but I think it's about $20, $30. Well, it doesn't really seem worth it, especially when it's already free. I suppose if you really want to hang out with people, but I mean, there's like community pages, you can do that on like Facebook and stuff if you really want to do that. Been going through a sort of little wooded section for about 20 minutes now. Got a bit up and down, a couple of bridges I've crossed, but as you can see, can't really see the river now. Well, you definitely can't, you just hear it. There's not really much to film, so yeah, I don't want to keep filming the same stuff. I mean, it looks really nice, don't get me wrong, but it's not worth sort of showing you the same thing. I've got a group of people in front, and now I've got a few people behind me as well now. We're getting quite far though, I reckon. I must be pushing about 3.5k out here now. And I thought that helicopter point was a 3k, so I don't know where that actually is. I feel like that's a bit more like inland that way. Back by the river now. We are actually 3k in, so it's 0.5 out. No idea where we are. Yeah, let's keep going. And look at this, stepping stones. Jeez, how cool. Oh. Oh. Don't get our feet wet falling in there. People run along here, God knows how. So it's another 3k that way behind me to Northern Falls. But obviously it's 4k to get back where we are now. Might test out to see what the terrain's like. We can walk quite quick, but it's quite a tough terrain. It's going to take a while. So yeah, let's have a quick look. We can't go that way, so we have to go back, unfortunately. Let's take a little look, and then we'll get an idea of what we're playing with here. So that's the kind of terrain we're working with. I mean, it's 1 o'clock now, so if the park closes, what, 4:30, we'd have to get there. We'll have to cover 3k on that within an hour and then get all the way back. I don't think I'll risk it, to be honest. So tempting, because I know 3k is not far, because I only run 4k, but I think it's because the terrain is like it is, it's going to be slow you down so much. I think it must be one of those ones. I see a lot of people running it, so I reckon if you run it, it's going to be quite quick, but I think you've got to start a lot earlier. I've not seen anyone actually come back that way. Everyone seems to stop at this point up here. Do not want to get shut in here overnight. Let's go have a look down here, see what's down here. I can't believe how clear the water is. Obviously, this comes all down from the mountains. If Bear Grylls was here, he'd probably drink that water, but I I don't know how clean it is, but you probably got to boil it first a few times. But 100% think we need to start these trails earlier though. Need to get up at like 7, get down here for like 8, and easily possible. Fair, going back the other way, you always do get to see different views like that mountain there. So I think that must be Seymour, Mount Seymour, I believe. I know there's another ski and snowboarding one like Bruce Mountain. Yeah, you do get to see different things you didn't see coming that way, which is quite cool. Makes it a little bit more interesting. So we're back at the board, so if we go up here, follow it round to the right, it loops back down. I don't think it's going to be that interesting up here if I'm honest, but the Lynn Loop Trail, this one. So we're kind of doing 2 trails here in one hike, which is quite cool. Yeah, I don't expect to see much up here exciting, but it's just a little bit different, you never know. That's a pretty interesting little staircase. Let's go up here, I'll zoom out for you. Okay, it kind of is like a little bridge. Yeah, looks like we are gaining a little bit of height now. And we're still climbing. It's getting wetter, that's for sure. There's a big boulder. I wonder if that was just been here, right? I don't think that would have been put here by someone. You can kind of see we've climbed quite high up, right down there. We're still climbing. It's a lot higher up this little trail than I thought. I did say 0.3 kilometers though. Ooh. So as you can see, we have just gone from here up to here, and then we're going to go back down here and back to the start. It's made me sweat. That it's quite a high climb, that. Because again, it's like the Bruce Mountain, you get a lot higher up steps. Absolutely killer on your legs, but it's not quieter up here. I only saw 2 people coming down. Still going along the trail. I'm knackered now. We just hit 18,000 steps. At least the clouds are dropping a little bit, although starting to move, so you can see the mountain a little bit better. But it's not a bad little trail there. It's quite straightforward. A few little jumps on some stones and stuff just to avoid puddles, but yeah, apart from that, there's not much to show you really. A little bit more different. I don't know, I've gone off the path, but I am on the path. There's a little stream coming down there. Oof. Oh. Just little fun bits like that to break up the walk a little bit from being straightforward. That tree is mad, like it's still standing, but like, it's got none of its insides in. It's just like a bit of a shell. We had a little bit of a run, just where it's flat, but there was no jumps or anything, which is quite good. Just to make up a bit of time. I don't think we're too far now. I think there's trails, one back that joins onto this one. I think we've only got a few more bends and then we should be back at the start. Yeah, it's a little bit boring up here, I must admit. I mean, I guess it's kind of chill. We're starting to go down now, finally. We're so close. We made it back. I am knackered. 2 trails done though, that's really good. So that is a wrap on today's vlog, guys. Hope you enjoyed it and you got to see some of Lynn Valley's trails. Overall good fun, not too challenging, but sort of enough different styles of terrain there, a few jumps and that, just to keep it a bit different. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was definitely worth doing. It'd be great at some point to go down and see the actual waterfall. It's not huge or anything, but it would just be a nice little challenge to do next time. Certainly come a bit earlier. But again, guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.